Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. So I just watched episode 4 of Slay Queens. Okay, this documentary, there isn't a lot of people that are talking about it on social media, which really is an indication that people are not really excited to, maybe they're not excited to watch a documentary about slay queening, or they've watched a bit of it and they don't like it. Some people are saying that it does not give any new information as far as the slay queens, the influencers, the Dubai situation is concerned. So people are not talking about it. And when people are not talking about the show, obviously you are not going to find it on YouTube like people normally do with the shows. They will steal it and post it on YouTube, post it on TikTok, post it on Facebook. There are channels or pages on Facebook that post shows from Showmax, but this one you just can't find. So I know people were asking, where do you watch the show on Showmax? They were asking if you can't get it on Showmax, where else? You guys, I don't know. So far, I haven't found somebody that is posting these episodes outside of Showmax. Now, you guys, what I wanted to talk about on this video is when I'm watching episode 4, they get to interview two guys that are said to be ballers. Okay, and I guess Uvusi is the one that is interviewing these people. Okay, now sometimes I'm not sure if it's just him not being a good interviewer that we are not getting any juicy information from these people, or they edited the juicy information out, which wouldn't make sense, because for this documentary to be good, we will have to get juicy new stuff, shocking stuff, things that we've never had before. This documentary is failing to do that. However, you guys, the one thing that I want to talk about, okay, before I talk about that, I think there are possibilities that Vusi is not that good at interviewing. Because I remembered the last job that he did when he was doing the reunion of Real Housewives Cape Town. Remember the bad job that he did? He was acting like a housewife himself. So I was like, maybe he is not a person that is good at, asking really like good questions in a situation like this. So maybe that's why we are not getting the juicy stuff. Okay, but mabhorekile nje on Saturday yawa maningi ama-shows on TV to watch. It's iyabukeka. Now, you guys, we are getting less and less from Sayen on that documentary, and I think it's a good thing, because she's not giving much. She is not giving much. I think the other girls are giving more, like Uino. I like how she's giving more in terms of just sharing what goes on in that space. I think Sayan sounds like a person that is determined to make us all think that the life that they are living as the slay queens or the baddies or whatever is glamorous, and she's not willing to give us the dirty details of what's going on with that life. So for me, I kind of want to skip through Sayan's parts on the documentary, but they are not giving us a lot from her. I don't know if they're also realizing that she's not giving much, but yeah. Now, you guys, when they're interviewing these guys that are supposed to be the ballers, this is what they say, which really, honestly, I don't understand why South African girls don't pay attention to this. The guy says, because he's being asked, what is a baller? What does a baller do? He says a baller is somebody that goes in the to clubs and buys expensive alcohol and then they will throw money, meaning that they will throw money at girls, and And he says, one guy explains it. He says that I'm a baller myself. I have a few friends that are ballers. What happens is that if I have money to throw away, that is the part for me that really got stuck with me. And I really hated that Vusi didn't get to ask, how do you get to have money to throw away? What kind of money is to be thrown away? Okay. Maybe he didn't pick up that is strange for somebody to say that. But this guy would say, maybe sometimes you have like 20,000 to throw away or 40,000 to throw away, but I have money to throw away. I would call one of my friends if I'm the one that has money to throw away. And I would call one of my friends and be like, listen, guy, I have this much to throw away. Let's hit the clubs. Okay. Then my friends will know on that day they are covered. So I'm the one that has money to throw away. We go to clubs, we throw away, we throw the money, and then, we buy the bottles, we drink, we have fun, and then we go there. They all know the deal. Okay. And then if a friend of mine also is the same, they will call me and say, listen, brah, I have money to throw away, and then the same thing will happen. Now, my thing is, you guys, I think that in South Africa, we talk a lot about lack of jobs, and people will be saying they're applying for jobs, but they are not getting it. So there's a lot of people that are going through depression, and some people will end up even taking their lives after they leave this life and they go to these places and they go to Abu Dubai and all of that. I think what we don't really pay attention to, maybe we are, but they are not, is the spiritual part of it. Because you have to ask yourself, why would somebody have money to throw away? Why would they need to throw away money? Why would they need to throw away money? And why do they need to go to a club and throw away money at girls who are mostly South Africans? Because these guys that they're talking to are not South Africans. Why would somebody, that's a question that these girls should be asking themselves, why would somebody have money that they need to throw away? Where is this money coming from? And what is the benefit for them to throw away this money? And when you take that money as the person that is going to pick it up when it's being thrown away or it's being thrown at you, what happens to you? How many of these people have had like really successful lives after they've been those people that go to clubs and accept this money that is being thrown away? I don't think that people realize that by accepting this money, by picking up this money, spiritually something happens. I think there is a lot of like negative energy that comes with this money being distributed among young women. Okay, because as much as these women are sitting there telling the stories of how they are making about 10K, 40K, about 25K in one night, 50K in one night, they're spending time with politicians and all of that. You look at where they live, because it looks like some of them are being interviewed in places where they live, and you also just look at them, you look at the whole body language. They don't look like people that are happy. They don't look like people that are happy. It kind of makes me feel like that life makes you stuck living that life. It's like when you live the life of being a slave queen, it ends there. When you try and get out of it, you don't become successful out of impilo of being a slave queen. And I suspect that money that the Bolas are saying, I have money to throw away, has something to do with it. When you pick up that money, when you accept that money, in return, they are taking something from you. Okay, because you don't know where the money comes from. I think girls just get excited that ballers just come in a club and they buy them alcohol and they throw money at them, but nobody is really, really thinking about where the money is coming from. And when you take that money, what are you giving in return? Because there's nothing for free. Imali is into yokwenza exchange. Imali into yokwenza exchange. It is hardly ever given without something being expected in return. And when somebody says, I have money to throw away, are they really throwing away money, or they throwing away hoping somebody will pick it up? And in picking up that money, they are getting something from that person, and that person is not even aware. Maybe that's the reason that now, impilo yako is not going well after you leave this life, even though you are getting a 10K, a 50K, a 1, but you are stuck in this life. Somebody even said that you can hardly be a slave queen, live the life, and be able to come back. Okay, it's either you just do it for the longest time, or if you're going to live, your life might not go well after that. I don't know, you guys. I feel like it's suspicious that all of these people would have money, that they will be saying that they're throwing away. I think that Vusi should have asked them, if you say you have money that you need to throw away, where does this money come from? I haven't heard Vusi ask them questions about money rituals. Nobody has asked them about Uktwala. Nobody has asked them about well, there is somebody that Inyanga that came and talked about, the snakes and stuff, but they got somebody that, let me not say what I think about that person. I feel like they could have got somebody better to represent the part of Inyanga, and somebody that was going to be willing to tell the secrets, but tell the real secrets. You understand what I mean? You understand. I don't know if you understand. So yes, you guys, listen. The documentary. I don't know how many episodes it's supposed to be, but this is episode 4. I do agree with the people that a lot of the information that is in this documentary is not something news. It's not something that we haven't heard. We all know about Dubai. We all know about what happens in Dubai. And there's nothing more that they tell. But I'm still watching. I mean, when I get time, it's not a show that I am rushing to watch every Friday. But, over the weekend, if I get an hour or so, I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch this. These interviews, because it's basically interviews. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about the money that they need to throw away. What do you think about this money situation? Anyway, like the video before, please gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Cool.